whistling like a cat, like just all stuff. Yeah,
whistling like a cat. Where's the video?
I was like meowing like a cat.
Yeah.
It was only like 3 metres from me.
Fishing related accidents.
Oh, loads at work.
Oh,
being rushed as a kid to cut this bit of pipe and I cut straight through my hand.
no.
Scar here.
What was that with? What tool?
Handsaw. Only a handsaw, but when you rush
they're
this
sharp
much,
though.
and you're cutting a bit of pipe, so it's sliding.
It's not a clean cut either. It's a handsaw, is it?
It's
Jagged.
brutal, mate. Brutal.
Yeah.
Loads of things. Even like a string line and a drill. I was putting a little screw in. It went round the motor and just ripped through my. I couldn't believe how much damage it done, mate. Savage.
Just tore your hand apart.
Yeah.
Man, there used to be this late night TV show I used to watch years ago called Cheaters. You ever seen it? Fucking hilarious. Like US program. They go around with like cameras at night catching people cheating. You can imagine that with like anglers.
Yeah. Yeah, like he said he was going to work and then he's on the back climbing trees looking for carp, baiting up spots.
What really goes on? Then,
And
then they basically like tell the other person what's happened. Fuck, imagine that.
Mate,
that would be a good series. We should pitch these to Channel 4 or something, man. Like E4 or whatever. Like, honestly, we're wasted in this podcast.
We are wasted.
We are wasted.
Start a new show. Good effort though.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It worked though.
And the fact that you don't swim, but you're still willing to put yourself through
just
that.
put a life jacket on and get out there. It's hell, mate.
I bet it's cold.
Terrible.
Cold as cold than you think as well. No matter
It
what time
made
of
June.
year.
It was still cold.
Yeah, it will be.
Cold.
Yeah, mate.
Lake was actually shut for spawning. That's why we snuck in.
Freshwater swimming, mate. It does take your breath away, even in the summer months. Like, You know what I mean? It's cold, especially those deeper lakes. Welcome to the United Anglers podcast with me, your host, Matthew Forshaw. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow so you don't miss any of the up and coming episodes. If you want to send us a voice note, hit us up on the email below. Follow us on all socials, and I hope you like the next episode. Welcome back to United Anglers podcast. Today I'm sat opposite me is Jed. How we doing, mate?
Not bad, mate. Not bad.
Yeah, good journey down?
Yeah, it was okay. Decent time of day, like midday.
Yeah.
Traffic weren't too bad, but yeah.
That's good. Good. What was it, 2 hours?
Yeah,
On
2
Essex?
hours.
Deep
Yeah.
Essex?
Yeah.
Nice.
Colchester.
Colchester.
Yeah,
Is that, you lived there all your life, or?
Yeah, whole life. Literally only ever moved across the road once, that's it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Born and bred Essex
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah. I'm not a wrong one though, I promise.
No, nice. Well, you're not short of a few waters around you then.
No.
Big carp scene in Essex.
Yeah. You got places like Snake Pit. I mean, you got Layer Pit, but which isn't big carp, but it's renowned.
Yeah.
There's loads.
Yeah,
Loads.
really.
Yeah. And you're never too far. You're only an hour from the Lee Valley or
Yeah.
an hour and a half from Cambridge sort of thing.
Yeah, happy
good.
days. Happy days. So tell us a little bit, obviously we now know you live in Essex, but tell us a little bit, like backstory, what you do for a living, girlfriend, wife, kids, whatever.
Yeah, I've got a girlfriend, no
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah?
I'm a ground worker,
Oh, great.
but like groundwork landscape, so I do all finishing work.
Oh, yeah, nice.
I like subcontract for a company, like a big company, and then go off and do my own bits of work,
Right.
which is usually when I get most of my fishing done now.
Okay.
But yeah, it's about, yeah.
So is it like, it's kind of like a couple of weeks of hard just graft, like solid working, and then you have a bit of a break off?
Yeah, so it's 5 days a week with that company. I can't really budge. I can take the odd Friday or the odd Monday off, but you've got a commitment to them as such.
Okay.
So I'll do like a stint of 3, 4, 5 weeks, maybe even 2 months, and then I'll let my work come in and then go and do that, which means I can then go down to 3, 4 days a week, but just work.
And then get a bit more fishing.
Just smash the days out. So
Yeah.
So you're doing more work, but you're getting that extra day back, so you can go and do 3 nights.
Nice.
But that's how it stands at the moment.
Yeah. Is that what you're doing at the moment?
That's what I'm doing at the moment.
Nice. And do you want to tell us where you're fishing at the moment?
Yeah, I've currently got.
Can you tell us? Can you tell us?
I can. Yeah. I've currently got a ticket on Burfield, which is a childhood dream, mate. If I'm honest with you.
Yeah.
Like that carp's been on my wall since I was 8.
Yeah.
And to have the chance to fish for it now, I thought it'd never happen.
Unbelievable.
Thought it would never
mate.
happen. But yeah, we can't really talk too much.
No,
about that.
I
But it's going well.
That. Yeah,
it's going
you're in your campaign and you want to keep it that
it's
way.
going very well.
Good. Yeah, good. That's good to know. We'll have to get you back on once you completed it.
100%. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I'll be in Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking hell, mate. Fucking hell.
wish.
I'd love to get the
Can
message
dream,
saying
can't
you
you?
caught that. That is what is it, like 4 years?
4
of no
years
captures,
uncaught.
You were saying earlier.
Best carp in the country, in my eyes, mate.
Got to be,
last,
innit?
isn't it?
Yeah. The last.
Mate, it's a big deal when the Black Mirror and Mary were about, so
Yeah.
that's the last one. You got all these new age carp coming through, and some of them are mega, but that
Yeah.
one is top draw.
Yeah, isn't
Top
it?
draw.
Yeah, some of the best carp anglers in the world have caught it, and that's you want to add your name to that list, don't you? Really.
It's personal.
And you've got the chance now, which is mega, mate.
Yeah.
Exciting times. So taking it back a bit, like where did fishing start for you? Like how did you get into it? Is it
Through my dad.
Is it?
Yeah. My dad's my hero, mate.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
Big time. I think I was pretending to fish on the stairs from like the age of 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did your dad always fish then? You've always known him to fish?
He's a good angler, mate.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Best angler I know, anyway.
Now, fair play. Shout out.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, I think I used to just go with him.
Yeah.
And mess about in the edge, like, I used to tie like bits of old line I'd find on the ground and that. I'd tie it to sticks.
Yeah.
You know, hook on there, but I'd put like 8 rods out around wherever he's fishing. I'd never catch nothing, obviously, because I've got no hooks on, but...
Yeah, it's quality. Like, I always had that buzz to do it, though.
Yeah. And then, obviously, I get a whip and I start like, bagging up big bags of rudd and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was over a place called Bowley Road. Don't know how you... it's only 10 minutes up the road in Earlscombe. But that's where I caught my first carp.
Really?
Like, and
was it on a pole as well?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, I think it was actually a whip.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you knew about it on that because it's not like a real way. You got a bit of control.
I'd love to say I remember, but I always look at that photo of me like that. Take that.
Do you reckon you can still got that photo?
100%.
Oh,
yeah,
100%. I'd like to see
100%.
that.
Yeah.
That's cool. So yeah, like typical start to or introduction to fishing.
Pretty much. Yeah, but I've just always been mad for it.
And you still fish with your dad today? Like still go together or not much? Or?
We joined the water together when I was, 5 years ago in the Lee Valley, a place called Boyton. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a 35 acre pit. We joined together and started fishing together as a pair. Oh, this is going to be lovely. It just clashed.
Did you?
Not like in a bad way.
In a bad way, but yeah.
We just think the same way, so we want to be in the same zones. It just didn't work.
Yeah, I suppose I've had that with friends before. You
yeah.
know, like it's such a good idea to join a lake with your friends, and like,
and
you
you're
think
on the phone
anyway
to each other,
and
and you're like, it's going on here, and then you both want to be in that.
Yeah.
It's a bit,
and then you end up having to flip a coin to get in the swim, and
I'm just going home.
And then if you don't get in that swim and he does, you're just like, well, I might as well go home because the fish are there. Like, I've had not arguments with mates, but it gets a bit.
It does.
You're both there for the same reason, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're both there to catch that fish or catch them fish, and then you've got to argue your way to the swim.
Especially if you're both stubborn.
Yeah.
It's just not going to work. No.
Nah, fair play. You try to do like a social every year or something?
Yeah. We usually do a Father's Day social.
Yeah, fair play. That's nice.
Yeah. Like I see him all the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Is he quite a campaign angler as well? Is he just goes for it? Yeah,
he fishes in a weird way though.
Right.
Like if a big one gets caught that way, he will go out of his way, even if it's harder to catch it in a different way. Like using stuff like his own 40mm hook baits and all stuff that rolls his own bait. And,
doing it his own way,
100%.
Rather than a lot of people just follow how it or the patterns it's been caught last time.
Yeah, but like the place he's fishing at the moment. There's a club water, 15 acres, and he refused for the first 2 years to cast over to the back, the long chucks. He's like, no, I'm not doing it. And then this year he's gone and done it and absolutely spanked him. But
it's one of them,
sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he's still fishing differently out there. Like.
Sometimes you have just got to join the crowd because that is the nature of the lake, you know what I mean?
If the fish are living out there, they're living out there.
Yeah.
But, He's still using like muscle in armour
oh, really?
stuff as well.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, different.
Yeah. I've seen people do that with or try that with bloodworm.
Yeah.
Like meshing bloodworm.
That's all dead when you get it though, isn't it? It's all frozen. It's not. I know you're never going to get it.
It's hard to do. I think a lot of it just ends up washing away, like that sort of thing. But I've seen people do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's good.
So, did you join like the local club lakes? Because I know there's loads of big clubs in Essex, isn't there? Like I think Elliot Gray used to do a lot of videos on a few of them.
Yeah.
Have you been members of any of them? Or?
Yeah, places like Chelmsford Angling, Caps. Later on Post Office, all of them really. But yeah, my dad enjoyed, like when I was younger, it was more like just taking me. So like after I'd caught a few carp and that, I used to just take a surface rod or just a single rod, and then he'd put 2 out or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, just I don't know. I've lost where I'm going there.
That's all right. No, yeah, just like the type of waters you fished, like growing up with your dad.
Yeah, just like club waters really, and then eventually onto syndicates and stuff like that, which was better for me really because I could just do what I want. And he hasn't got to worry about me upsetting matey next door because he knows him. Like it's not a randomer.
Have you? Well, I was quite late into driving.
Yeah.
So I had to like rely on my dad a lot when I was younger to take me to these lakes. And if my dad was obviously fishing as well, like you'd have to go together. Yeah. But like some of my mates got into driving as soon as they could. Yeah. And I got a bit jealous really because they were just straight away onto these club waters, onto the overnighters, and left behind a little bit. But was you quite quick into driving to get yourself about?
Yeah, I was quick into driving. Like even through school, I used to rush out them gates, and my mum would be there waiting, and she'd lot of the time it was my mum taking me.
Yeah.
We used to time it, like how quick we could get there, and I'd get my rods out and be done. That was me for the weekend.
Yeah, sweet. Pick me up on bloody Monday.
Yeah. But yeah, I was quite quick into driving, 17.
Yeah, nice.
And that's when I just started like proper fishing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was proper fishing, but if you can go there on a Wednesday and a Thursday and bait up, or even just go for a look in the morning before work, or
big edge.
Changes the game. The game.
I think it's just that freedom, isn't it? That's one thing I wish I did, is get into driving quicker.
Yeah.
So I think I was 21 when I actually got driving. Like, so I've missed like quite a big gap
period.
of having to like rely on mates and mums and dads and that. And I was like, looking back, I think, fuck, I should have
done that. I had a load of time.
I had so much more time then as well. Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, but yeah, no, that's good. Fair play. So got some quick fire questions.
We'll
just have a little go at them. So pop-ups or bottom baits?
Pop-ups.
Pop-ups. Oh, like, is that just like straight up?
I prefer... It goes in phases, mate. It goes in phases, but you're always fishing with a hinge.
Yeah.
I fell out with hinges at the start of this year because I lost my target fish on it. But
oh, no.
For the third time.
Happens, though.
Yeah, it happens, yeah, but you never expect a hinge to fall out.
Nah, not a hinge.
Never.
Fair play. Right, camo or olive green?
Camo.
Ground sheet or bareback?
Bareback.
Brolly or bivvy?
Brolly.
Leg clips or helicopters?
Helicopters.
Fair.
Helicopters.
Fair. Free on a spot or spread?
Spread.
Spom, catapult, throwing stick?
Ooh, throwing stick.
Fair play. Distance or in the edge?
In the edge.
Favourite fish, dead or alive?
Burfield Common. 100%.
Yeah, fair play.
Means that much to me.
You catch it Sunday as well.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
You dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Favourite biscuit on the bank?
I don't really eat biscuits.
No,
probably just something plain.
Do you drink tea or coffee?
Coffee, yeah,
coffee,
here and there.
But
I've tried to cut it out a bit now. Where I'm not sleeping as much with my current fishing, I'll just have it when I desperately need to G myself up.
Yeah, so it's called carp angling, not to drink tea. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Controversial.
It is, yeah. It's gone down in my books a little bit. No, my missus doesn't drink hot drinks like that.
No.
Rarely, like in a cold day, if we go for a dog walk or walk around with the kids, she'll have like a hot chocolate.
Yeah.
But she can't drink tea.
I used to drink loads of coffee, and then you get to a point you're thinking, I'm drinking so much of this, I'm not even like...
Yeah.
I don't know, it's not serving a purpose.
I wonder if there's like an intolerance you can build up to it as well.
I think so, just smashing coffees at work all day. It just does
It's funny you say that. I think Paul Weller used to drink so much tea on the bank that now he has to drink decaf because it upsets him.
You just get jittery, don't you?
Yeah, he does,
Wow.
He has so much like caffeine over time. He can't take it now. He has to have decaf, everything. It's quite interesting. Yeah.
I heard you shouldn't drink coffee after 2:00.
Yeah.
Or any sort of caffeinated drink. It takes about 8 hours to get through your system.
Depends if you've been to sleep though, I think.
Yeah, when you're fishing all night, it's a different matter, isn't it? Time disappears. Like, time doesn't mean anything when you're fishing, does it?
No,
it
don't. Then suddenly you're crashing.
But yeah, I can't drink coffee like I used to. When I was working for a certain firm, my boss used to drink like 5, 6 a day, and then I just got into the habit of doing it. He's like, make a coffee, mate, make a coffee, and then you'd make it, and I'd drink it, and then make another one, drink it. I didn't need it. I was just doing it because he was doing it.
Yeah.
But I used to have savage headaches in the evenings and just feel like a massive crash as well.
Don't get as good sleep either.
Nah,
it
definitely affects you. So I try to have one in the morning. That's me for the day.
It is good though.
Coffee wise.
It is good.
Yeah, fair play. So we've got a few random questions that we like to ask people. What would you say your best blag is on the bank? Cause this is
I was thinking about this on the way up because you text me.
Yeah, have a little think.
Know. I've had loads. I don't know. Just constantly doing it.
Yeah. Just one of them little.
Just constant. Yeah. Like pulling extra nights.
Yeah.
When you're only meant to do a certain amount, or I don't know. I couldn't really think of one, mate.
Just this classic like winkling more time, or
or hiding. It's not a blag though. Like hiding from a security guard and whistling like a cat. Like just all stuff. Yeah.
Whistling like a cat.
Where's the video?
It was like meowing like a cat.
Yeah.
It was only like 3 metres from me.
Oh really?
My mate sat in this bush in London.
Is that like
I
a
only did it because I knew.
mate?
Yeah. Not no fishing. I only did it because I knew it would make my mate laugh so hard because you couldn't laugh. I just thought it'd be the best thing to do, but
That's so good.
Did you get caught?
Nah.
Oh no.
No,
Sweet.
got away with it.
Got away with that. There you go. There's a blag.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah. What about pranks? Do you ever pull any pranks on your mates and that when you're fishing? Some good ones out there. I've seen some funny
classic chair one.
Oh, is it?
So like where you pull? No, you just push the back leg in.
Oh
so
yeah.
when they sit on it, they go.
Sit one.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I haven't done that.
I've got a video of that actually. I don't think you'd like.
I do love the old pranks coming out on the social.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
it's good to see people having a laugh.
Yeah.
Not all serious.
Yeah. The classics, obviously pulling each other's alarms and that. It's boring, but I like the chair one. That's pretty good. Yeah.
They got to sit down.
Yeah, we had a mate back in school, and my mate asked him to tie a hairy because he couldn't do it, and he ended up tying like parts of it or most of it out of PVA string.
Oh dear.
So he's casting fishing all night, and he's wheeled in. It's just got leads on.
That's evil.
That is evil, isn't it? But this is like when we're fishing like little noddy datey, like little puddles, like mud. Like you didn't know. It's
more interesting than social anyway.
Yeah, but he was just like wheeled in. I don't know what happened. Like we never told him. I don't think. Just laughing like behind his back.
Must have clipped the rig on, mate.
Yeah. Fucking hell. So I know you had a capture and like a certain campaign.
Yeah.
That you wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
So just enlighten us with how that all unfolded and where it was. And
it was a fish called the Warrior from the Match Pit in Essex.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a weird. I was thinking about it on the way up here. I didn't like out and out want to go for that when I first found out about it.
Yeah.
So originally I was 14, 15, and as I was saying to you earlier about Snake Pit.
Yeah.
I used to go there after school and just look around and like, oh my God, the Snake Pit Commons in here. When I'm 16 and I'm allowed to do nights of my own, I'm going there. But I think it was the year I turned 16, it died.
Oh no.
So I was gutted.
That is...
Proper gutted.
That is harsh.
And then you sort of look around and you think, oh, what else is there? Like when you have it in your head that you want to catch a massive Essex Common, and then that one goes, you think, oh, what's left?
It was taken away from you, isn't it, really?
Yeah, you think, oh... And it was 5 minutes from the door. I'm thinking, oh, I can't travel.
Would have been too good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would have been. I'm not saying I'd have caught it because that place is mean when that was in there, but it would have been. It'd have been good.
You had a good chance 5 minutes away, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd have been there
like to
all
think
the
so.
time, mate.
Yeah.
If I'm not full time,
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, I ended up bumping into someone at work, a bloke called Joe, and he fished this match pit years previous. I mean, he said, there's a big common in there, mate, like £49. He showed me the photo and this cut. I looked at it and I thought, oh my God, and where's that? Wivenhoe. I'm like, you're joking. It's only 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Mate.
Driving by then, like getting into...
How did you not know about that, though? That's quite mad.
Mate, it's a weird club. It was like a... I don't know, it was an old boys club, and I think just because of my age, I hadn't heard of it. Mm-hmm. Like, I'd fished, like, syndicates towards that period, like 14, 15. My dad used to just drop me at a syndicate here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just never heard about it. And I see this photo and I thought, oh my God, what a carp. I was like, I need to get a ticket. I was like, how do I get a ticket? I think it must have been about October time, because he was like, yeah, they'll do a winter ticket. And I'm thinking, right, I'm going to go and have it in the winter then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got a winter ticket. And he said, yeah, if you get your winter ticket, you can get in the spring. So I've done that. And
sometimes it's good to get. I've joined lakes in winter, even though you know you're not going to do well.
Yeah.
But it's like you find your feet before the good times have started.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're almost a step ahead.
And you just, you're not turning up in spring where all the lads are already there.
Yeah.
And like some of the anglers that are on there, I'll be honest, mate, when I first went on there, it was daunting.
Really?
17 years old, you got people like Stomper, L, like, there was loads,
big
mate.
names.
Mark, absolutely, it's ridiculous, mate.
Ridiculous.
Walking on there and you think, am I meant to be here?
Yeah, feel a bit out of place.
Yeah, so starting in the winter definitely helped, because they'd all sort of petered off a little bit.
Well, it's finding spots and stuff like that, and it like thrashing it to a foam in the best time of the year, like.
And speaking to the odd person saying, what's the sketch in this swim? How far's this? And whatever. But yeah, basically, the first year I caught 3, I think, 1 on a zig, a couple on the bottom, like that first spring, which was good. But I didn't really get to... I just sort of nicked the odd bite here. Nothing. I looked like 20-pounders. Second year, I blanked. That was lockdown.
Yeah.
And then the third year, I went back with vengeance.
Really?
Like, when I say about turning up before work and turning up after work and stuff like that, I was flat every day. Every day from the 1st of April up until the 8th of May, I was there. Like, constantly about. You could only do 2 nights at a time, but if you was nice to the woman... Oh, that's it. You had to book on as well. You had to text and book on, and if you was the only one on, you had to go home. It was an insurance thing.
Oh, so you had to have
always had to be 2 people.
Oh shit!
And there couldn't be any more than 12.
I've never heard of that before. I've heard of like the book on. You have to book on, and that we had even Mercer's down the road is like that. You have to book on, and it works in your favour some way, but some days it doesn't.
I mean, you're never not going to get a swim.
No.
But you might have to go home because no one's there. It's a bit.
Shit. Have you ever had that? Like you had to literally.
I didn't. No. That sort of prime April, May time. In the winter, I'd tell her maybe in the winter once. Yeah, maybe in the winter once.
Oh, mate, I'd be fuming.
Oh, you'd be livid, mate, wouldn't you? You wouldn't want to get dropped down there.
No, because you'd just be there.
No.
No signal. Fuck.
No, what would I do?
Yeah, camp outside.
Yeah.
The gates.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty savage. What's the stock like then? Is it heavy stocked or?
So when I first joined, I think there was like, I'm stabbing at it here, really, 50, 60 carp, but then a big majority died. There was like 4 or 5 40s in there at one point. But yeah, then the big majority of them died, and the Warrior and Broken Lynn, Long Common, Ribs and that, they stayed, but quite a few of the other big ones, like another 46 died.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, maybe 35, I don't know, yeah, I'm guessing really.
Yeah.
There was still a few odd ones, and they put some stockies in, but
yeah,
there was probably 15 carp you wanted to catch.
It's hard to, when you got an old stock and then you got the new stockies going in, you lose a bit of like, there was 100% like 35 in there, but then you like...
Yeah, that's gone in.
Yeah, and then that one died the other week or whatever.
Does that one even count?
Yeah, cricket back common.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a stock, and then you had the big one, the Warrior, like 49. It did over like £51.
Is that a male or female?
It was a weird one. It was hard to judge because it only ever got caught once in the spring, and then once in the autumn, maybe a late November bite, but that was it. Like, rare as anything, and quite a funny story, really. I don't want to jump forward just yet. But yeah, it comes out on a certain date, to a certain date for the past 3 years.
No way.
Well, over 4 years, but one of them was lockdown year and it missed that date, so it didn't do a spring bite. That was the spookiest thing ever.
Isn't it?
What, you knew about
I
lockdown?
know there's like weeks, they're like 2-3 weeks with fish. I've never heard like...
To the day.
That's mental.
To the day, all them.
What is
and that was the only spring
bite. The moon
bite.
and like just the way, or...
Yeah, but the moon changed. It wouldn't work that well, I don't think, because the moon phase changes.
Every year, doesn't it? Slowly, but surely.
Crazy.
Wow, that's crazy.
Really odd. It's like it's got a calendar. Crazy, isn't it?
Just gets a Google prompt. Time to pop out.
Yeah, she's a tricky one, but...
Yeah. That's fucking mad.
Yeah.
And why is it called the Warrior?
It's got a big, like, bulb patch on the side of it. The story is, years previous, someone hooked it. It went over the back of the plateau, and there used to be some snags in there, and they dragged it through, and it sort of like descaled it.
It's like a patch.
I think it was like a 30-pound of them, but you never know whether that's spurred it on to grow. You see it with some fish, don't you? Like something happens to them, and then they just go bang. But yeah.
That's mad.
Yeah, mean carp, mate.
Yeah.
Mean
fish.
fish.
Send us the photos. We'll overlay it.
There's that old film, isn't there? And then the Wu-Tang used that Warrior song. You ever heard that? Where it's like, Warriors, come out to play.
That's the film.
It's like a certain night.
No doubt.
He's like jingling the bell. He's got the beer bowls, isn't he? Doing that.
You probably find that fish has got its own like Google diary. Do you know what I mean? It's got its own fucking socials.
Mad. I can't believe that.
To the day.
No.
4 years in a row as well.
Well, like I said, it missed one, but over 4
one.
springs, it done 3 bites, and that was all on that date. But like I say, they didn't have the 8th of May on that lockdown year, so it didn't get caught. Crazy.
So then it's a perfect excuse why it didn't get caught as well. That is mental, mate. Fair play.
Spooky.
Yeah. But basically that year started just running around the pit like a madman. I caught them down the other end. My first bite was a fish called the Long Common.
Yeah.
Like a 40-year-old carp, hence the name Long, but had a big, like, massive tail and it rucked like anything. And we're playing it in April.
You see a photo of that one, yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice carp, like rare.
Big tail.
Yeah.
Like, looks a bit almost...
It's like a chub almost, but like, it's
out
crazy.
Out of proportion almost, isn't it?
Yeah, pulls your arm off. But yeah, I was playing it. I remember thinking, oh no way is it the Warrior? Of course it weren't made. But
yeah. Am I the first one to catch it out of the day?
Yeah. Good zone as well, but it weren't. But yeah, that was my first one. And then just after then, I went on a run of fish. I think the next week I had a 30-pound common called Ribs.
Yeah.
From the same sort of little island area.
Was you literally just like chasing them at this point? You had nothing going. You were just literally fishing.
It was almost like getting a bite from a certain area. Yeah. And then looking at it, thinking, well, what area hasn't done a bite yet, and where are they? And getting in there,
rolling the dice.
Yeah, getting ahead of them as such.
Yeah.
I know it was coming up to. Funny enough, I took that week off in May, so I could fish the lead up to it.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, there was a big southwesterly coming in. I've been catching them from like around this little island, like I say, like the better ones anyway. I remember thinking the southwesterly would blow off the back of me into something called Beach, which he does like, and I'm thinking I like this area, but that's got form in there. So I thought it was a real toss up at the point. Because I thought I either go in there now and do. I think I was going to do 2 nights, but then I turned it to 3. Yeah, because I got along with the woman you book on with.
Yeah, sick.
Got some funny stories. But yeah, and I was going to do 3, miss one, and then come back and do another 2, which was how it played out. But I was thinking, if I stay in here, I can stay in this swim and just, I don't know, but I was like, I either go in there now or it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Decisions.
I've got to go in this southwesterly, because they were bouncing. It was like, so between Peg 3 and beach, look at each other, and you've got a big island with a plateau running off of it.
Yeah.
But the other side, the beach side, the plateau's a lot better to fish on. It's not as steep. You're not fishing, your line's not going up onto it.
Yeah, I get you.
You're sort of coming that way up. I thought, right, I'm going around there.
Just a better line layer.
Yeah, just a better line lay, and you can't really be messed up as much in that swim. Apart from little bits of right here. But yeah, I decided to go in there. And actually, I ended up fishing one short. So everyone goes out there, fishes 18, 19, 20 wraps up to this plateau.
Yeah.
Off the side of the island. I thought, well, I'll put one on there. And then I found some at 13 and a quarter wraps. And it was real tap, like real fine. And I didn't know what it was, but I thought,
Shingle.
It's something different. Like maybe it's a spod spill. Not spod spill, but like spawns opening up above your head, hitting that range. It's about that sort of zone. Yeah, with that big southwesterly coming in, you think surely they're going to roll in closer and not just sit out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the first night I lost one, I got cut off, which that swim was renowned for.
Because of the bars and the shelves.
And what turned out, that 13 and a quarter spot was actually little mussels. But tiny little baby ones.
Like zebra mussels? Or
yeah, tiny little zebras.
They're like little razor blades sitting up on the bottom of the leg.
Oh, really?
Tiny little mussels.
Yeah.
Like shells.
Yeah.
But because they're just so sharp, and as soon as your line touches them,
you're done.
Gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like a Stanley blade.
Yeah. But that ended up being the best zone to fish.
Really, just near them.
I think I was even picking them up on my leaders, like as they were coming in, and they were like so soft. But I think you had the odd bigger one in amongst it.
Yeah.
I was like, right, I'm focusing on this zone because no one goes in there and fishes short. I thought I ended up have a bite off of it the next night after being cut off. But yeah, I just thought, right, I'm going to carry on with this spot. I obviously want to feed on that.
Yeah.
I feel like it'll be okay to fish there. It's better than fishing through that.
Past it,
through the mussels. Yeah. That's when you're going to get another cut off.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically I just kept loading it up with bait. I think it was like 5 kilo a day, which is quite a lot of bait really for May.
Yeah.
I think she's a big carp. She's going to come out soon. I'm going to give her a reason to come out.
Stop here,
yeah. God, I'm sweating.
That's right. Open up the window.
Yeah, so done them 3 nights. I actually got my mate Wardy to drop in there for the night.
Yeah.
And I feel really bad because I never told him, but I didn't. He was like, "Oh, you've been catching them with you, mate?" I was like, yeah. And I said, I caught them out of the plateau, and I didn't. It was a bit.
That's a blag.
Yeah, I swear, that's a blag. I told you, I'm constantly doing it.
Yeah.
I felt bad, but I thought it's still a good zone. Like,
thing is, if you've been putting the time and effort and the money into it, and
don't want you on my spot.
It's one of them, isn't it?
Bloke. Like,
it's what it is.
He is brilliant.
Yeah.
But yeah, so done me next night, like after he'd gone, done me next night in there, nothing, and then the night after was the 8th of May, the morning.
Okay.
So I've woke up and there's this massive southwesterly coming in, like the most big carp day you've ever seen. Oh. Like you just like rubbing your hands together, like
it's happening.
Surely it won't come out again on the 8th of May, but look at the weather. Like, it's packer, it's
all
got
happening.
to happen. Yeah, and then I think I had a bite about 7:10. Rod's gone, picked up into it, and I'm thinking, oh, for fuck's sake. I thought it was a bream, and it weren't. It was a little 10 pounder, one of them stockies, one of the ones that you think, what is that? I think, oh, well, that's me 8th of May done. Someone else could have it.
Yeah, next year.
Yeah. The day went on, and I was sat next to my mate, Gary, and he needed a lift home, and we sat there all day watching him in this southwesterly just bouncing. Like,
really?
So
active.
many, for the amount of carp in there, it was like, it got to the point we both like, oh, should we just go and sit in a bivvy? Like, just like seeing them everywhere, just going mad, all in front of me and him.
Yeah.
And it's just fries your brain after a while. You think, what do we do?
I've been in those days.
But yeah, he needed a lift home that evening. And my little Yaris, at the time I had a Yaris, I was only young. Like, and that was in a shit state. Like where I'd just been there every day. I'd had no time to clean it. I was thinking,
just getting abused.
Really don't want him getting in that motor. And I got to try and squeeze 2 bits of gear, so I sort of hung it out. And we started to pack up, like put all my gear on my barrow. And I thought, do you know what? I'm going to put a crumb bag on. Just a little, like a crumb bag. Reel it in and just fizz it on the next one I see show. Which was sort of like around that little mussel bed area zone where I've been baiting. Which, for a bit of a backstory, you would never put a crumb bag on out over there. because of the bream.
Oh, really?
Like you could have 7, 8, 9, 10 a night. Like putting a crumb bag on's like suicide.
Yeah, you're just asking for it.
I thought I've got 15 minutes left. Sod it. I'm just going to flick it. Flicked it out there. Put the rod down. I think I was just watching Gary pack up, or it was something along them lines. Like 5 minutes later, I was going beep, 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 beep. And I'm thinking, why did you put a crumb bag on? You're an idiot, mate. You're an idiot.
Rolled the dice, though.
Yeah, and I just thought, sod it. Like, there was nothing to lose. So I picked it up. I'm thinking, it sort of come towards me a bit, and I thought, is it bream? And then it sort of like went a bit.
Pulled a bit.
And then just kited. Savage. I thought, decent. Yeah, finally, it's carp. Yeah, result. It's kiting. It's going down to right. I mean, there's a bit of snags down there, but you've also got like big muscles and stuff. I don't really want that happening. So I cranked it, and then obviously Gary's there, and he's like really quiet. And I'm thinking, it didn't really twig at the time because I thought it was a bream. And then I've heard Wardy come behind me, the mate you done the night in the swim so I could get back in there. Rotating, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he come behind, he's like, all right, Jeb, what you got? And I said, I've got one on. And then like, sort of started to come up in front, and then it's like originally breached, and everyone's just sort of gone quiet, and he's just videoing it behind me. Really? I didn't know he was, but he was videoing it behind me.
He knew.
Yeah. In hindsight, of course it was. 8th of May, you've had a bite.
Big southwesterly, carp showing.
Yeah, you're fishing on time.
But you've had to wait a little bit. All those bad days.
It's the back end of the day now. It's 5, 6. You're thinking it's gone.
Yeah, it's not happened.
But yeah, it's come up, and then I'm like, I'll actually send you the video of it. I don't know if you'll be able to use it over here, but I was not
going to use something.
Honestly, the footage is dog. It's no good, really.
Yeah, but it's right.
You can get the emotion from it.
Exactly.
It's just gone over the net, and Gary scooped it in, and as it's gone in, he's like looked around like, oh, I see it, and that weren't. It was still hanging out. You can see it in the video. I'm like, get it in. I'm like, shaking the net to get it in.
Jesus.
I just threw me rod, turned around, like, just lost it, mate.
Lost it.
Just lost it,
That's so good, though. On that day as well.
Yeah.
What is that about?
Crazy, isn't it?
That is mental. And it's made you wait as well. Like, you probably thought, well, I'm going home, nothing. This ain't going to happen.
I've spent a week's work, missed a week's work coming here. And that's just at the last minute.
Rolled the dice and it worked.
Last minute, yeah.
That's mega, mate.
But yeah.
What a fish as well. I did see I've seen the photos.
Can we put a photo?
Yeah, we'll put some photos over and that little video, and everyone can have a look. But yeah, it's a mega carp.
Please. Get her in.
Yes! Get in there!
Get her in. Fucking yes, mate.
Yes! Aye!
Oh my fucking lord, man. Oh, yes. I've got a fucking mate, that's huge, bro. £49 of Prime Essex Common, mate. I don't think that meant it meant so much to me, mate.
Yeah,
I was only 19.
Wow.
That was my first, like...
Is that your first 40?
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
But my first 30 was 38. I just jumped. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's big.
But yeah, serious buzz, man.
Yeah.
Serious buzz.
Was you that as you done then? There's no other really backups in there?
And you wouldn't stay anyway.
No.
Not that you'd be very... Well, people did, though. Yeah, Bondi called it. Yeah, but you just wouldn't do it.
No.
You wouldn't do it.
You're definitely one of those sort of anglers that just like gets the job done once even if you haven't caught them all, you catch that main one or
mate,
the second main one.
There's always like something in your phone. You're like, oh, I want to go there. Like even this week, like, after my stints of time are up, I've now got somewhere to go and do a bit of guesting.
Yeah.
Like literally just found out about it this week, and you think, oh my god, £340, there's no one there. But yeah, there's always
where's
something.
Where's that, mate?
Got a pin, mate.
Yeah, got a pin.
Nah, there's always someone else to go and do.
Yeah. I noticed that I watched some of your bits on YouTube and stuff, and you were saying about what I found quite interesting is how you do like chop and change your campaigns quite quick.
Yeah.
Like if it's not really feeling it, you're not really working it, or you've had a few and then it's gone a bit dead, you're like almost get itchy feet. But like some people get itchy feet on just that lake and they move swims, but you're like itchy feet is like I'm going to move.
There's always one to catch somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which is fair play.
It's probably not, but I've done, like I say, that stint of time at Match Pit.
Yeah.
That was a 5-week period where I was full bore, but even then that's quite short for people.
Yeah.
I don't think I could sit on a venue for a whole year, like especially being out of driving. You can always go and do something. You're like, today's good for that lake, or this is good for that. But
do you need to have that like fresh buzz all the time to keep you like driven?
Yeah, you can get it from certain lakes that make you want to stay there
for like 2 years or a year. How long it takes.
But I couldn't just out and out just like because it's never always good, is it?
No.
You can always think of somewhere you think, oh, the weather's pucker for there, or that hasn't been out, I can go and, I don't know.
So you try to keep your options open depending on weather and times and what's been out.
I could turn up anywhere. I could do this and that, or
nice.
It's probably not best for catching certain ones, but it always pans out in the end, doesn't
Probably not good for your brain either. Like it's quite stressful, like to like organise that in your head.
Keeps
almost.
you very motivated.
Yeah,
though.
I bet.
Like, I don't know, if I get to a point where I can't get fully motivated to get up in the morning, like it's a chore, I just think, what am I doing here?
Yeah, you need to change.
Yeah. But then when you got fish like Burfield on your head, that's it's
different,
not hard.
isn't it?
Do you know what I mean? But then you're staying up. I'm not up in the mornings anyway. I'm up through the nights, but,
even those hard blanks and times you're having on Burfield, I can imagine that. Well, I fish blue pool. Yeah, well, you're not blanking. I didn't want to say that. Mate. I don't want to give too much.
That will come, though.
But it's just like. Just like I was saying to you earlier, I fished blue pool next to it on a social, and I just couldn't stop staring over that fence. I was just
crazy,
you're just drawn to it. It's such a knowing the history of that. Like
every swim you walk in, you think, oh, look at this. Like,
it is just the
you want to be
lake.
there.
Ultimate lake, in every shape or form. But I think them little sort of lakes, they just keep that buzz alive, don't they? Whereas some lakes, you're there for that one fish. But sometimes the lakes are not actually enjoyable to fish.
Weren't nice.
Nah,
horrible gravel.
Shit.
Just battered down swims.
I fish lakes like that, but then they've got that one fish in there. You're like, I need to catch that fish, but the place is a shithole. Like, I'm not enjoying it here, but I need to catch that fish. Yeah, I've been.
Yeah, that's a good question, isn't it? That I guess, like, would you prefer to be somewhere that had like great facilities, had a good vibe, but not that good fish, or great fish and shit?
Yeah, I'll take freedom over. Do you know what I mean?
You like the freedom?
Yeah, I'm going more that way now. Anyway, I've been for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like guesting or like finding like lakes that not really like poaching, because I think poaching is like a bad word really.
Yeah,
like,
it's not. You just.
I feel like you're just
not
finding
doing any harm.
Yeah, you're not doing any harm, are you?
No,
like
I spent most of May last year chasing a 30-pound common.
Right.
Like prime time, but. Because I thought I'd go over there and catch it really easy on a bit of bread, and it turns out it's just going to mug me off. It just got under my skin. I was there every day after work. Yeah.
Like, I need to go
and
back.
I didn't catch it.
Still?
Go back. Yeah, I caught the other free backup, but they're only like mid-20s. But they're cool, mate. Like,
but they're not fished for, are they? And they're not like heard about, and that's what makes it nice.
Poke hole swims and just baiting with maggots and running around like a madman.
I just don't get that. I think if I was to build a lake and a syndicate, I'd have it like the swims would be like almost. Those little poke holes, like it's like the reeds just pulled apart, because it's so fucking cool, isn't it? When you're fishing like that. But nowadays you go places and it's just like the perfect swim, the perfect steps, like
power,
a toilet everywhere.
No,
like
you're all right.
Yeah, I do like the natural side. I suppose the guesting on lakes like that, not really fisheries. You get that, don't you?
Oh mate, it's a buzz being there.
Yeah.
And you're always with a mate a lot of the time. Like, you get so many funny stories from it as well. Because you're just having a laugh. Like, you shouldn't be there.
Are you always on edge as well? Like,
oh yeah.
Because I haven't done much of it at all, really. But
it adds an extra buzz.
Yeah.
Really does.
Keeps it alive.
Yeah. And you don't know what you're fishing for.
Right.
And then you see him up a tree and you think, well, how big is that? Like I was saying to you, we thought this fish recently was a low 30. It turns out it's a 43-pounder.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? How'd you get it that wrong?
That the shot of it in the water though, you could tell like
it looked big, mate. It looked big, but then you look at it now and you think, well, of course it was. Of course it was that big. But
but at the time you think, oh, it's just a 30.
And then you get it wrong sometimes. You think, yeah, that's a massive one. It was like £27.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So
it's all a buzz.
Have you done much on the rivers, canals, or is it literally just
Yeah. On and off up the river quite a while. I always do a couple of trips. Not this year though. Didn't go out June the 16th.
Nah. Do you normally try to do that June the 16th,
yeah,
or not
a
really?
Tradition,
jump on?
isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't done much river or canal fishing. We have actually got a decent canal. Actually, the Medway Valley is a good river. Not Medway Valley, the Medway in Kent's a really good river.
Yeah.
I've got some stretches on that now on one of my tickets, so I might have a look over there. And then you've got the canal, which goes through like Guildford Way, like, and I mean, that's got some nice carp in it.
Yeah, mate, they get about, don't they?
So they are about, but I've not actually gone too deep into that sort of fishing.
You'll have to come down Essex, mate.
Yeah. It's not a million miles away, is it?
No,
like
not really.
Not
Leave at a decent time.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mate's just said I can fish off his boat, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the prime spot as well.
I'd love to have a go at it, because like you say, you don't know what's coming, do you? And those fish have got so many stories to tell.
Pull your arm off. Like, you can have them in that stretch of river as well. It's not just that stretch, there is other bits, but yeah.
Yeah, nice. Again, you're just chasing that like unknown freedom.
Yeah,
not too busy. They are getting busier, especially 100%. The Thames,
but then you just go further and wider. Or,
yeah.
Or go to the place that not everyone's buzzed about anymore.
You ever thought about getting your own boat, or was it just too much effort and time?
I'd get bored of it. It'd be a waste of money, really, I think.
I've heard their money pits, like, you've got to be really keen because they just eat up money. Like,
really?
Yeah,
they're in water, aren't they? They're always going to be ag.
Always having to, like, fix the engines, mooring them up's expensive. So yeah, and you got to know what you're doing as well. Like around the waterways, like you can get. I've heard people getting a bit of trouble, like the locks and stuff like that. So it's pretty daunting, to be fair.
Yeah, it's not for me.
No.
I'll appreciate going on my mates' boat, but I don't see myself ever.
No, fair enough. Yeah, some people are like, oh, I can't wait, I've got to get a boat, But it's like Jacob, I think he did, didn't he?
Yeah,
you see that one where he sunk it? Like, he got back to his boat and he was underwater.
I'd still be angry about that now. I'll hold on to that.
That is savage, wasn't it? Like, I see the clip.
Yeah.
Is there a, with regards to like lakes and stuff, is there like an optimum size? Like depth and width and stuff? Or is it...
I mean, we all love somewhere that's quite small and shallow and weedy. I do personally, but... I don't know.
I don't like small lakes.
Didn't you?
Just because of the nature of them, like they're just. Well, not that I don't like them too hard, but they can be the trickiest fucking.
I know, but it's nice just to be able to lap, all just constantly going around.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I would say like the perfect size is like anything from I'd say 10 to 15 acres for me. I quite like that big pit.
10 to 15.
Yeah, 10 to 15 maybe acres. Small would be like a couple of acres, wouldn't it?
2, 3.
Yeah,
under 3 acres. 5 anything up to 5 acres is a small pit.
And you prefer 10 to 15? It's interesting.
Yeah, but then I also love a massive pit.
Yeah, because you can't beat those fresh big winds and it's like white caps going.
I think it just comes down to variety, mate. Really does. If you sit at one place for so long, you think, oh, I fancy a bit of that now.
Yeah.
Or...
Sometimes those big pits, you're just like, I can't do this anymore because like you're trying to get your
weed
rods out.
and...
You get the weed bergs come across, like the big patches of weed just breaks off from the ground and underneath the lake.
Get flooded out. I got flooded out last autumn. I had like a foot and a half of water in my brolly, and I stayed.
Wow,
that is you got that clip as well.
Yeah,
to show that. It's a funny clip. Yeah. You have, mate. Your Instagram cracks me up when I was looking through it the other week.
Look feral, don't I?
Yeah, no, mate. It's just. I think it's brilliant. I think it's just like you show every side of it.
Yeah.
Some people are too like they want their Instagrams to look perfect, like just cap shots.
Then
and
it's
that.
fake.
But yeah, exactly, and that's what I respect about you.
So
it shows everything.
Real, bit more.
Like you fall in the lake.
Yeah, I fell in the other day. Yeah, I went to give a kiss goodbye, like real carpy and that, and just went head first, mate. Dickhead.
Amazing.
Mate, it's so good though. Like, and I just think it's so. I think you'll get a lot of respect for that.
Everyone does that. Do you know what I mean? I think that's what's missing a little bit as well. Like, I'm a young angler, yeah, but you see a lot of the young anglers coming through, and they're not. They all want to look like this and do this and use this red magaliner and be this way. Have fun, like just go and piss about.
But be yourself as well, and that's what I love about like Matty Hennon who just came on.
Yeah.
He could just tell he's just being himself. Joe's genuine. I can get that from you.
Yeah.
The vibe from you, like. Your Instagram just screams like you got nothing to hide.
Nah.
You are who you are, and I respect that. And it is fucking like some of the things I see, like the ones with that little clip where you the water goes over your waders. It tickled me, mate. You're holding the fish and you're trying to get a photo in the lake, and you're like, the water's gone over my waders, and you're like, oh fuck it, who cares? Go on. And then you was like, oh, it's gone again. It was just like, I love it. It's just innocent, mate. It's just good, and it's just real, isn't it,
mate? That's how it should be, I think, personally.
It's nice and refreshing to see, though, because like you say, everyone wants their Instagram to look just perfect.
Yeah. What does your girlfriend think of like your own
She's
thing?
supportive, mate. Yeah,
Does she ever come down or not really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Like, when I met her, she was a very, like, girly girl.
Yeah.
But she does a lot of nights now.
Really?
Overnighters, isn't it? Yeah, she loves it. Cool. Like, a few drinks in the evening, have a barbecue. She's
cool.
Yeah. Well, we caught a carp. Well, I caught a carp. And she was there, and it was like older than the pair of us together. Do you know what I mean? Like,
really?
And you think that's mad. That was at Snake Pit actually.
Was it?
So I did end up going back and doing a little bit. But yeah, fish called the Long Common. That was a battered old thing, but you hold it and you think this has been alive. It's twice our age. It's crazy, isn't it?
And like we were saying earlier, the fish those sort of fish to swim with, and like the history behind it all.
Exactly. That's brush shoulders with that Snake Pit Common.
Yeah, mate,
my childhood dream.
Which is enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
To catch that.
Without a doubt.
Does she like go, like, have you ever been like evening fishing and she's had to go off the top fishing? Or
She's caught a couple of little ones.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because normally the girls, like, I've
She's
taken Sally before.
She's a bit unsure. She appreciates it though.
Yeah.
She does appreciate it.
Yeah, Sally's always been really supportive. Loves that I do it. You know, she'd rather me do that than go sitting in the pubs and go and watch football and all that.
Well, you're around women, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There are more women fishing though now, aren't there?
Yeah.
Popping up.
Yeah, there's a few.
Fair play. But yeah, like, I think she's just like rather that than anything else. just always been supportive. And when she's come, like some girls have that, like, what is it, like pheromones or something? They get that good luck.
Yes, I've heard this.
Oh, really? Was that a superstitious thing or is that a science thing or what?
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's something in it. I swear, like the pheromones are like when they touch the line and stuff. It's like that rod will go. Trust me, like
she's seen some mega carp. She has seen some mega carp.
Yeah, I think there's something in that. It's almost like What's your views on like the superstitious stuff?
Oh, I am quite. Yeah, I'm always saluting magpies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like my.
Don't step on. Was it 2 drains or 3 drains?
3 drains.
3 drains.
Yeah. Don't walk
As
under one of them signs. Yeah,
one of those signs. I always find it quite interesting. I'm like on the fence with it, but I remember as kids we used to always do that, like, and then you have to go step on one drain to take away that one to so you back onto like stupid things like this.
Got mental, mate.
Yeah, literally, like you could spend your whole life just worrying about that stuff, but. I think most carp anglers are a bit like that. I think you have to be.
I've got sentimental stuff as well. Like my cup and my spoon was the first night I ever done when I was 11. I've kept that, so I use it all the time.
Really? Has it still got a handle and everything?
No, of course not. No. It's not a tin cup.
Oh yeah.
Like a tinny type one. Actually, underneath it says "Happy Father's Day, Dad."
No way.
But I camo taped it.
You nicked it.
Nah, yeah, I did. But the camo tape I'd done it with, I found it in a tree when I was fishing. How mad is that? Just a roll of camo tape in a tree.
I wonder whose that was.
Strange, isn't it? Yeah, camo tape that up.
Someone been looking for that. They've been messaging you now.
Wait, only 15 quid now.
Oh, that's nice though. Like, fucking hell, I've still got my first ever kettle.
Yeah,
still going. I've changed the handle on it 3 times, I think. I've got a wooden, like like your chest of drawers, wooden handles.
Yeah, one of them.
I'll put one of those through the top of it. They'll tracker one. It's still going. Bent up, scratched, everything. Probably not that hygienic.
It's all stuff though, isn't it?
It's nice, yeah.
It's nice to have them little bits.
Yeah, it's nice. What sort of gear do you use? Are you a Dara person or Shimano?
Shimano, mate, really.
Shimano.
A bit of mix and match, really. I mean, I've just took a Nash still, so it'll be more of that stuff now.
Oh yeah. How long? When was that?
Literally a couple of weeks ago, I think.
Oh yeah.
I've done an order last night, so have a look. I like that brand as well.
Yeah.
Like it suits me, like with the guesting and stuff like that. Like they got the 4-fold bed, the little rods. They've got everything, haven't they?
Mate, yeah, you'll be sweet with them.
Yeah.
Because they, like you say, that, and it like the type of anglers that are to do with Nash are on the same sort of page.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So,
they understand it.
They understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The people that have been and gone as well have all done it.
They'd understand if I can't send a photo straight away because
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's good that they understand that because some people just. Yeah, some companies get pissed off with that. You're not sending them catch
pressure.
reports and that.
I wouldn't have that. I wouldn't have that from anyone.
It's not worth it, is it?
No.
It ruins your own fishing.
100%. I'm going for me, not you.
Yeah, fair play.
If you'd like to help me, then that's great. Do you know what I mean? We can work together, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that your first deal with someone?
No, I did have a little sticky and thinking deal, but...
Yeah,
that's it really. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. And you got the whole package with them, haven't you? The bait and the...
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Yeah, congrats, mate. That'd be good. See how that goes.
Yeah.
So tell us about the YouTube. Because Matty was mentioning it earlier and stuff like
that,
like the channel and stuff.
You've got a couple of little bits out, haven't you?
Yeah. My mate had pestered, like people had pestered me for ages. Like, you really should do it, Jed. You know, like it'd be good. Like, it'd be a good thing to watch. I think
so.
Yeah, and then my mate Alex was like, why don't we just do it? Because he was doing a bit of filming. I think it was carp angle or something. He was doing.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Fair play. I think for Joe.
Morgan. And a bit for Adam Penning at the time. And he was like, well, I'll just do a YouTube video and then we'll just use the equipment and then that's it. And I was like, all right, then, let's do it. So we just went and done it and it actually turned out all right. Like, obviously, it's all down to him. He polished the turd, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. I swore too much in the first one.
Yeah, they don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be a bit careful.
Yeah, and I say mate a lot.
Oh, yeah, ain't that funny? As soon as you start filming yourself, you realise I keep saying like all the time.
Yeah,
you know what my one was?
I just feel like a right nonsense.
So I had 5 or 6 vlogs out with Gardner.
Yeah.
So I'd film them and they'll edit them and post it on their YouTube channel. And the one thing that just when I watched it back or whatever, I picked up on is it's hard every other word was
It's hard when you're retailing something.
I don't like watching myself, to be fair. Like, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
It's self-obsessed.
But I think you should definitely keep that up because you're definitely.
You will get better as well. It becomes easier, becomes more natural the more you do that type of stuff.
It'd be easy if I'd done it for myself though. But I'm not very tech, mate. That's why I'm a ground worker. Like if I could do all the editing but then I've got to film it. I don't know. It's just ag, mate. But
it adds a whole nother element to going out and doing a session. Even an overnight becomes like hard.
And you got to worry about that.
You got to do the batteries charging. Like you can't do it in the wind or rain because you can't hear, or the footage is shit.
Yeah.
It adds. I enjoyed it sometimes when I was doing it. I was like, it's adding like a bit more of a buzz to the session, and you watch it back, and it's like, oh, it's all coming together, and like, oh my god, I've caught one, and you think, oh, the pressure's off, because you do put yourself under pressure when you're filming, but also it adds so much more work to the session that sometimes it takes you away from the actual hunting. You know what I mean? So there's that fine line of like, I enjoyed it, but it was also not probably angling your best.
No.
In a way.
No.
Because you're having to film. If you've got someone there filming for you, then happy days.
Yeah, I mean, like, what I'm doing with like, Els give me a camera for photography. That's okay. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just a handy cam. Just point and shoot. Just be an idiot.
Yeah, no, nice. But I like that. I
like that
raw.
Sit and do rig stuff and all like, fancy jazzy.
Yeah. But I think that'll suit you down to the ground as well, I think.
Yeah.
And Elliot probably sees that as well. Like,
God forbid him trying to piece it together, though. Feel for him already.
He'll probably do one or two and go, yeah, this ain't working, mate.
Where's it gone? Why is he...
Yeah, no, shout out to him for doing that, though. Yeah. Like, he obviously sees something in you. Yeah.
Obviously there's a spark. And someone said to me years ago, don't worry about the tech, it's content always wins, like content and substance. Like if you've got an interesting story to tell, or you're authentic and you're relatable,
or natural storyteller,
you don't have to have the best 4K drone footage and this and that'll come later on. The point is you've got something interesting to say, or show, or you've got a technique or something. So,
or just like a bit of a character, like you're obviously just naturally always
relatable.
Yourself, relatable,
Yeah.
And that's what people want to see, I think, generally nowadays.
Hope so.
Oh, I think it always
good. I think you should keep it up. Definitely follow up with the Elliot Gray's camera.
Yeah.
Also, like video wise, you can get those little DJI Osmo thing you can walk around with, which are literally almost like a GoPro. You just
they are unreal.
Gimbal thing you walk around with. Literally one button.
Who had one?
Yeah.
I think he had one
What's
here.
His name had one in a week ago, wasn't he?
Yeah, we had one. He had one here. He showed me. It was unbelievable. Literally, you can set it. You can press the button. So when it's on your face or on an object, like you're
like
filming a swan,
you
press on the swan on the screen, and where that swan goes or you go, it'll just spin on its own and track you.
Mental.
It is mental.
So
like
you can be
360.
walking
Good quality.
to the bank. Oh, 4K
Unreal.
looks
4K.
amazing.
Jesus Christ, really? What a tiny little thing like that?
Sounds amazing.
When
you see the lens, you'll just think. When you see the lens on it, you're like, looks rubbish.
Yeah, it won't be good in low light, but I mean, if you get a little
you
light,
can't have everything though, can you?
Nah, but if you just want to do like vloggy, like you on the bank and stuff, they're really cool. And they're not that expensive.
Yeah, really good.
£200-300.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Craig had it.
That's it.
Oh right, yeah. He's out
one.
Suffolk, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That fishing Melton died yesterday. That big
Did it?
Rosie, died.
The one he caught?
No, the other one, the other mega one in Melton.
Yeah. Oh man.
Sad, mate.
Shit, I didn't see that. That's big news. R.I.P. Yeah, another one gone. Where are we? We've lost track a little bit. I've got some funny questions here for you. Going back to like superstitious sort of thing. Do you believe in ghosts, or have you ever seen anything like that on the bank? Nah. Yeah, I'm not like that. But you get some people like Paul Weller. I think he's pretty sure he's seen a ghost.
You start to believe in them when you're tucked in a bush somewhere on your own,
and you scare yourself or hear something.
But they're not real, are they?
No,
let's be honest.
Let's be honest. Yeah. Do you think there's life out there, like not on this planet, like?
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not arse though. It's up there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or down there.
K2? That K2 world, I've seen a few things about now.
Oh really?
It's like, God knows how many. Oh, I'm bad with science. I'm going to be like riddled here, but it's like It's like probably 5 times the size of our world, but it looks the exact same, and it's got like a.
What's this? A computer game or something?
No, it's got a planet called the K2.
Oh really?
Yeah, look it up.
Let me Google it.
Google it now. It's unreal.
I'll come back to you on this.
What, new one?
Come back. No, but it's like, and it's got its own like galaxy. I don't know.
K2,
and they reckon it's definitely got, or you could it's got something that you can live on. You can make it habitable.
Well, it's basically a super Earth. It's 5 times
I wonder if it's got a big cup.
Yeah,
it's not far away
South
as
France,
well.
mate.
Where is it?
It's about 124 light years away. So
sounds pretty fun.
What else is it? Say.
It says it's called K2-18b. Is an exoplanet.
Exoplanet.
It orbits a star outside of our solar system. So
mate, and it looks like our world, which is like none of the other planets do they?
No.
It's blue, green.
Yeah, they're all like red.
And looks like it's got clouds around it.
Crazy.
But it's like our planet's like this. It's like that.
A bit bigger, yeah.
Mental.
I
There's
see it
an
the other
article
day
here
on
says new
Instagram.
evidence suggests that alien life may exist on a giant exoplanet.
Yeah, would they be aliens or just like us, just up bigger planet.
Jeez, it literally looks like it looks like someone's just photoshopped our planet a bit bigger.
It is
Could
mad,
be
isn't
a
it?
hoax.
That
look it up.
it could be a black. Yeah. When was this released? 1st of April.
yeah. I'll be the first one to fall for that as well. Oh, yeah, babe, look at this.
Cut that out.
Yeah, it's another fucking planet. Oh, fuck.
Shit, that's good. You got any? You ever seen any crazy pumas or anything like that? We had
George on
mate,
see that.
big cat. I actually got a video on my phone somewhere.
No. Another one.
I didn't take the video. A lake in Alsford I was fishing. That was on. It weren't like crazy big, but it was like a dog-sized cat. Like you can see it in the video.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Mad.
Dog-sized cat.
Mate, then we looked it up.
Not
after
a massive dog, but like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like a Labrador sort of size.
Yeah, but it went. You could see it was a cat.
There's this whole website about
I believe all that. It's real, isn't
Surrey
it?
pumas.
Surrey pumas. Apparently, when you look into it, they got released at some point. And yeah.
Mate of yours is literally convinced he's seen it. He's convinced he's seen it. It could have been a deer though, I don't know.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Pretty savage though, mate. Imagine walking the dog at 5 in the morning and see one of them.
No. Because now I'm going to be thinking about that next time I'm in a bush. It's a panther.
I don't believe in ghosts, but I've seen a puma.
Yeah, don't believe in ghosts. I've seen a puma. Fucking hell. So we normally do like a news thing, but the only thing I can think about at the moment is like spawning's just happened.
Yeah.
And I think there's a big conversation to be had about spawning. A few things that are like, I think, well, quite irritating in a way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like some lakes, well, they won't shut their lake.
Yeah.
And it's just been winding me up a little bit. Like some lakes, they'll just like keep half the lake open. And I think it's no respect to
Depends how big the lake is, I think. Personally.
Do you reckon?
100%. If they're spawning down one end of 100 acre
And you'll keep
pit,
the other side.
them fish that aren't spawning are away from it. Or
Yeah.
I don't know, yeah.
I just feel like in that time, they're all so stressed.
Yeah,
Would
very
you not
true.
just leave them for 2 weeks? Just like,
Yeah.
you know, we fish for them the
It's
rest of
always
the
a
whole
bit
year.
dicey, isn't it? It's
It
always,
is.
would you...
I'm seeing more and more places do it now, and even like it was day tickets. Obviously, I can understand a bit of day tickets because they've got to make a living and keep the places running.
Yeah, but you've also got to look after your livestock, haven't
You got to look after your livestock. So like places like Farlow's and that, they'll just shut off this little bay where they're spawning, but then
Yeah, but they're in and I don't know. Yeah,
they're so pressured. I think it's just not fair.
If it feels wrong, don't do it.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah,
That's all it
so
can
it's
really
like a
come.
personal thing.
Yeah,
We're seeing a lot of syndicates
like
doing it now. They're like, oh, we're going to keep it open because of the tench anglers and stuff. But I'm like, well, tench anglers still use the same pretty much miniature carp rigs.
Yeah, they do it on clubs like round my way and that as well.
And I get that they want to still fish for the tench and that, but
That's
the amount
your
of
main
tench,
income.
amount of tench anglers get ripped up by carp, and the amount of carp anglers get ripped
Yeah,
up
and
by
how many
tench.
tench anglers are paying for your club ticket against how many carp anglers?
Yeah.
That's where your money is, so you'd close it.
Yeah, I'd close it and just keep it. I think, yeah, if it was me personally, I'd just close it.
But then you've also got the problem now with, like, a lot of lakes have got stockies in that are 4, 5, 6-year-old fish, and they're going, and then the older ones aren't, and then you're closing too many.
This is another thing, isn't it? Yeah, so the different...
You can ignore it. I don't know.
Different breeds are going at different times.
Some of them young carp don't even know what they're doing, do they?
No.
Just leave them, I don't know, as long as you're not fishing directly for them, a lot of the time they're away from you. I don't know. Yeah.
I'm not like slating anyone or just like digging into anyone, but it's just like a couple of things I've seen recently, especially with some clubs and syndicates. I'm like, oh man, just close the lake. Like they're clearly thrashing it up. Like
having a go.
You're getting videos sent on voice on the group chats for that club or the syndicate, and they're going absolutely divvy. And they're like, oh, we'll just leave that 2 swims shut and we'll let the rest of the lakes open. I'm like, if that was me, I'd be like, the lake's shut for 2 weeks, like, or a week or two, and we'll keep you posted. Like, that's the least we could give them for the amount of times we feel like they're pressured.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
You put them under enough stress, don't we?
Yeah,
you do put them under a lot of stress.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring it up, see what people's thoughts were, and see what your thoughts were.
It'd be interesting to see if anyone comments or anything like that, or if anyone's got any ideas. They can always voice note in if they've got any.
Because it just seems to be like back in the day, it was just like, well, back in the day it was a
close
season everywhere.
Oh,
now
really?
Now it's not a close season everywhere. They compete, which is fair because different lakes spawn at different times. And then it would be like, oh, they started spawning, so we're closed for 2 weeks. That was fair. But then now that's like, where's it going to end? We're just going to just not close when spawning happens? It's just getting worse and worse, I think, personally, from what I see.
That's the financial pressures, though, isn't it? It's just
to an extent, yeah, and it's also,
greed
I don't know, yeah.
I just respect the fish too much to like.
If everyone was all right, just don't fish for them. But then you do get fucking idiots.
You do get the idiots that are just like, I'll pay my money. I'm
fish
gonna
at all
fish
costs.
anyway.
Do this? No, mate.
right.
But at the end of the day, we're there for them, so you don't want them to die.
Yeah.
Or whatever happens.
I understand that there's certain, like, you know, fisheries have to stay open for business, and it is a hard one.
Surely you should save that money though.
But save that money, maybe use that time to do
Put
some
it away.
work.
If you know in your head you're going to shut it for 6 weeks, make sure you've got 6 weeks' money sitting there.
Yeah,
like
or that's your time to do all the work parties, isn't it?
Like you know, as it's coming to the winter, work's going to be slow, so you save a bit of money. It's the same thing, isn't it, I suppose?
Yeah, it is the same thing. Yeah, it's just smart business, just being aware of.
Yeah,
and
well,
like
you know it's coming. That is guaranteed,
wildlife,
isn't it?
You know, and giving it a bit of doubt.
It does just irritate me a little bit. You see like these massive videos of them absolutely hammering each other, and it's like, yeah, sweet, they're spawning. It's a good thing.
Get the spinners out.
Yeah, exactly, literally. And then people are like trying to fish off the top for them and that, or like they literally just closed 2 swims, and then matey boy down 2 swims down the road, or is pretty much fishing next to him. Like, just I don't know. It'll be an interesting one. Leave him alone, I think. Yeah, if you can. Personally, any accidents? Any like a work or fishing related accidents?
Oh,
like,
loads of work. Being
work.
rushed as a kid to cut this bit of pipe, and I cut straight from my hand, scar here.
What was that with? What tool?
Handsaw. Only a handsaw, but where you rush
they're sharp though.
And you're cutting a bit of pipe, so it's sliding.
It's not a clean cut either. It's a handsaw, is it? It's jagged.
Brutal, mate. Brutal.
Yeah,
loads of things. Even like a string line and a drill. I was putting a little screw in. It went round the motor and just ripped through my... I couldn't believe how much damage it done, mate. Savage.
Just tore your hand apart.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and them impacts quite powerful,
they're
weren't they?
powerful, mate, yeah.
And a bit of dodgy old...
Like you didn't like
string.
snap your finger, like, because it could have easily like...
Could have. Yeah, no good, mate.
Yeah.
Always doing it.
Oh, really?
But hooks in my hand and all, fishing.
Do you drive the diggers and stuff, or are you like more...
Nah, don't interest me.
No, not interested. Because my mate owns a groundwork firm, and there's like a bunch of them that do the diggers, and there's a bunch that do the dumpers, and then there's just the ground workers in general. Like.
Yeah. Do you know a decent digger driver who isn't fat?
Yeah. My mate Jake is
really?
Unbelievable.
I've never met one.
Machine, and
Never
he's
met
not
one.
fat, to be fair.
Mikey's not fat either.
Mikey's not fat. Mikey's good on a digger.
Mikey looks like one of those Abercrombie models, bastard.
He's blessed, mate. He's just like fucking good looking.
Good looking man. Yeah.
He is,
But yeah, to be fair, there's 2. Definitely not fat.
I just don't know.
But I know what you mean.
But they just sit in the dig all day like that. I want to be out doing stuff. I know it's a mental thing, but and you've also still got to be good on the ground. But I just like being on the ground.
Do you need to be doing something all the time?
Active.
Is that your sort of like personality? Because that comes across in your fishing, I think.
Yeah,
you need
just
to be
doing
like,
stuff.
Yeah.
Keeping myself occupied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about fishing? Have you had any weird accidents or injuries doing that?
Oh, just hooks in my hand. And I've
classic.
never touch wood, I've never fallen out of a tree.
Not yet.
Nope.
I've come close a couple of times and I've like, fucking hell, that is hairy. Like.
Yeah, I was up one the other day and I don't feel very safe up. And then it's all right going up a lot.
If it's when you get into your head though, and then your legs start
and then
going all tingly, and you're like, yeah. That's not to think about it. It's all right when there's carp. If you go up a tree and see carp.
If you've gone up there to look at water,
that's when I get scared. When you're going up there and there's nothing to see, and then you're like, I've got to get down. Then you're like, oh shit, and the wind blows a bit, and you realise how much trees move when you're up there, don't you?
Yeah, it's a lot more weight on it as well.
Yeah. But as soon as you go up there high, and you don't even think then, do you? Climb up more like a
you're
cat.
just going. You're like, oh, that branch.
Yeah, and then go higher because I want to get a bigger view on that carp down there. Your mind just gets taken away from it, I think. But
it does.
I've not fallen out of trees, but oh god, I wouldn't want to. You hear the stories of like Dave Lane and that, and they've all come out of them, haven't they?
Did you hear about the one with him in Alsatian Bay with the tiger nuts and that?
No.
He tied this bag of tiger nuts and swam it out in Alsatian Bay, and then he had to try and undo it because he started taking on water and it sunk.
Oh yeah, no, I did hear about that. He nearly drowned himself. Yeah.
Wow.
The things people do to catch carp, mate. Honestly,
there's definitely not stories like that with me.
No. I feel like you could almost have your own YouTube channel for that, just like stories of like, people almost dying. It sounds like one of those fucking Channel 4 type things you watch, late at night. You know,
yeah.
Murders on the Bank or something. You know,
oh mate, I bet there's.
Or call 999. There used to be that show, didn't they? 999.
Yeah.
It's like, what started off as an innocent swim turned into
fucking death.
He only wanted to catch a carp.
Yeah, fucking hell, mate. Honestly, the things people do to catch carp, but that's what you do, innit?
Gets a hold of you, mate.
You don't think about it.
And then you end up in a stupid situation.
It's really strange.
Do you think,
what am I doing
I was
here?
going to say, do you think there's like a lot of anglers who have like an addictive personality?
100%.
I think everyone in angling.
When they're into it, they're like into it.
I think everyone's just at certain different levels of how addicted they can be. Because you see like the amount of people it ruins their life, doesn't it? Ruins their whole
Big
family
time.
life and just trying to get
broke up families.
Yeah.
Don't see their
Marriages,
kids anymore
everything,
because
mate.
they're so. It's like some people. It's like a drug, isn't it? Like proper addiction.
Wow.
And that campaign angling can seriously be like that. And that's what remember Paul Weller was saying.
Yeah,
in
that's
his
what
podcast.
I meant. I think he.
It's like too much of one thing is not good for you.
Yeah.
Can overtake your life and then end up going the other way. Like it's not good for your mental health. I think.
No.
Like mental health, like fishing, is amazing for your mental health.
It's good, but then it can
But
also slip away when you.
can slip
the
away.
only thing you are thinking about is that and not work and money and bills.
It's obsession,
and,
isn't it?
Wife,
When you let
kids,
obsession get
whatever,
over.
family, holiday,
When you let obsession take over on anything in your life, that's
that
when you've got
tilting
problems.
point is literally that, isn't it? To get to that. Yeah.
I've had it on a few campaigns when you're like, all you're thinking about at work, all you're thinking about at home is, I need to get the bait ready. I need to get down the lake. I need to have a walk.
Exactly.
I need to go bait up. And you're just like, and then but you're so in that zone that you don't think it's weird. You don't think it's crazy. It's only when you take a step back you think, what the fuck am I doing? Like,
What's going on here?
yeah, you're not seeing your mates. You're not spending any time with your missus. Because you're like, I need to catch that fish, or I need to be there. I need to do this.
This is prime. This is happening.
Yeah, who's at the lake? Who's fishing? Like, are they catching? Like, what's been out?
What's
Like,
happening?
oh mate,
Where are they showing?
Yeah. I think the proper keen anglers definitely have that. Yeah.
Something in that sort of drives them to get to a certain level, but then, like you said, it's trying to manage.
It's a good place to
go
be
a bit
in, mate.
extreme.
In it,
It's
like
a
mentally
dangerous-
wise,
yeah.
it's good, but that's how it gets that bad.
Yeah.
It's good because your brain's going.
Fine line, innit?
Yeah.
Of like using that buzz and that passion to achieve your goals, but then not letting it take over.
Yeah, ruin
Is the
everything.
thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it has. I've known friends that have, sadly broken up with their missuses and all sorts because of it.
Man, there used to be this late night TV show I used to watch years ago called Cheaters. You ever seen it? Fucking hilarious. Like US program. They go around with like cameras at night catching people cheating. You can imagine that with like anglers.
Yeah, like he said he was going to work and then he's fucking like climbing trees looking for carp, baiting up spots.
What really goes on? Then,
What really goes
and then
on.
they basically like tell the other person what's happened. Fuck, imagine that.
Mate,
That would be a good series. We should pitch these to Channel 4 or something, man. Like E4 or whatever. Like, honestly, we're wasted in this podcast.
We are wasted.
We are wasted. The amount of
Start a new
ideas.
show.
Cheaters, but like it's a fishing version. That's what we need.
Oh mate, it's
They'll understand it straight away.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta be careful, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
You
definitely. mate.
Don't get caught.
Yeah, I think a lot of carp anglers spend a lot of time in the doghouse, don't they? Like when it comes
big time,
to
mate.
home life, like cool. You're like, oh, I'll be home in half hour, and then you're like,
You
about
never,
half hour
mate.
goes past, and then she's like, where are you? And
2
you're like,
days later, where you?
oh, can I do another light? Like, and you're just like trying to blag another
and
night.
then even when
or-
you get home, you're not present. Here, you think,
yeah.
what's going on here? Or
Yeah,
you
my
doing
missus,
something?
Sally will say, like, when I'm proper on a campaign or keen on a water, she's like, but you don't. I'm like, I'm only doing it overnight. She's like, it's not just an overnight, is it? Because you're going on Thursday night or something, Wednesday night. You started prepping and baiting and doing all this
your
rig
week's
making
gone,
and
mate.
on like Sunday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like every evening, I'm sitting there trying to watch TV and you're sitting there tying rigs and fucking thinking about this and
I'm not
that
really
and
watching that shit.
going
do
to
I?
baiting up and she's like, so it isn't just one night, is it? It's pretty much like your brain's just gone for that week.
For the week, yeah.
She just laughs
You're in
it off.
it,
She knows
yeah.
what I'm like, you know what I mean? But yeah,
It's good to
Yeah,
have
it's
it
finding
and then
that
come
balance
back.
with your like, partner and that as well.
yeah,
Like, I tend to make a point of going away and doing something. So
yeah.
yeah.
If
Earn me
you-
points.
Definitely.
Any points.
All about earning your brownie points, using them wisely. I think that comes with just like maturity in angling now. Like definitely, like if I don't need to be fishing, even though I want to be fishing, if I don't think it's like the prime time, sometimes it's best to just not go, spend a bit of time with your family,
Yeah.
earn those brownie points for when it's absolutely game on.
Yeah.
It's brave to see what I'm doing right now for the next year or so.
Keep it sweet,
Yeah. So if like looking, obviously you said about your dad, it's probably your biggest like got you into fishing and everything. But
Yeah.
other than your dad, like looking up to someone like your favourite sort of angler, someone that like makes you want to go, or maybe growing up, maybe not so much now, but maybe
Probably Herney, mate.
Yeah.
It's got to be,
Gotta
innit?
be in it, yeah,
Bloke's a legend. Living legend.
Yeah.
For an angler, anyway.
yeah.
You speak to people and they don't know who he is now. It's crazy, isn't it? People don't know who
Yeah,
Herney is.
yeah,
Who's that?
yeah. Because he's not like
It's not out there in your face.
he's
is
not
it?
in your face, is he?
No.
So he do like one video a year, and it's like the best video.
Yeah.
Everyone who knows him is
All
waiting
sit down
for
and
it.
watch it.
Yeah,
make a point of it.
Yeah, it's like a date.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Grab the fucking popcorn.
King has spoken.
Yeah, the king has spoken. He does like almost like a Queen's speech, doesn't he, every year, like by the fireplace. But he's another one. He's just a natural storyteller, isn't he? And he's just you could watch him for hours.
He's an absolute machine, and he goes about it the right way. Like we were saying earlier, he's got the right attitude. Yeah,
well, he's just in my eyes from the beginning, wasn't he? Just always been there from a 100%. Young lad, always, and he's not changed.
Nah, not at all.
He's never sold himself out to a company
No.
Been ruined his rep here, as it were. You know what I mean? So yeah, fair play, Herney. If you had any advice to like youngsters getting into fishing, what would it be?
Have fun.
Have fun.
Yeah, just enjoy it. Don't worry about looking good or this and that happening if your gear don't match and all this. I'm still using bent up buzz bars and all this now. It genuinely does not matter.
Doesn't catch you more carp, does it?
Of course it don't. Just have fun. And then it will come along.
Yeah. Enjoy it.
Try not to piss too many people off.
Yeah, I think
it's going to happen, isn't it? When you're a kid,
Yeah, have fun. Yeah. That's a good one, mate. And that kind of, says a lot about your personality as well.
Do you think the buzz would be as good, like say you catch like a big carp, say for instance you catch it right and you caught it on your own, there's literally no one around, you'd get a buzz off it, but is it the fact that yes, your friends are around or people who are on the bank that come over and it's like they're there with you when
it's
you
always good with friends, but it's not always good with other randomers.
Is it? Right.
Yeah, it's more like a personal thing.
Yeah.
Don't know. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's mega on your own. You're sitting there like, oh my god, I need to ring me dad.
Yeah. You I've done selfies and stuff, and then then you sit down and like
shit.
You're like, fucking, that's just happened. And you're like, who can I? It's like 1 a.m.
Oh my god, you're taking photos of the back of the camera like that, sending them.
Yeah. Who can I fucking? I've got to message my mate. He ain't gonna be up, but fuck it, I've got to.
He'll see it when he wakes up.
Oh mate, and then like you'll be sleeping and your phone goes. And it's like 5, 6 in the morning when they're all getting up ready for work, and they're like, fucking sick, well done, mate. Yeah. It's all. I think it is a personal thing, isn't it? Like your personal group of anglers. That's where the buzz is.
It's weird in fishing with like mates and stuff. It's like you'd never usually ring your mate like outside of fishing at 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, would you? But you could ring a fishing mate and you're buzzing. Like
if you did, they'll be like, "What's up? Like,
what's wrong?
What's happened?" But yeah, it is weird in fishing. Time doesn't matter, I don't think, in fishing.
It's a mad buzz. Don't see it hard. I personally don't see it in anything else, any other sort of. I know you say BMXing, but like I've never seen it really.
You wouldn't really call someone at 5.
No, definitely not. I've just done a fucking tail whip over a jump.
You could have told me that at 9.
Yeah.
It's not the same. I don't think.
No, I think the similarities in fishing and BMX was like more the culture. Like I don't know.
It's almost like a brotherhood, like
the brotherhood, the style as well. Like some of the clothing, like waft clothing and that. Yeah. Very, very similar to like BMX clothing and stuff. So it's like that hip sort of look. Like you get,
and it's a bit niche. It's not everyone fishes, not everyone does skateboarding or BMX. Or something, whereas like football is like
everyone's at it. Yeah.
Everyone knows,
Yeah, it's a bit niche, and you get. I think you just get a certain type of person as well. So like it's like you could, like we were speaking earlier. You go on site and you bump into someone who's wearing like a I don't know, waft hoodie or tracker t-shirt or something like that, and you straight away you're like, oh, you fish and that, and then you start chatting, and sometimes you like you gel, don't you, just straight away because you got the same hobbies and that. And I think in BMX in the same. You turn up to a skate park, you've never ridden there, you're on your own, you just think, oh, let's have a little ride. And then a couple of the locals are there, and you get chatting, and it's like you've known each other for like fucking years.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, because you've got the same hobbies
to talk about, haven't you?
Yeah.
Or they're really wacky, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, but then they're quite funny as well. I've met some wacky fishermen.
Have you?
Yeah, and riders in skate parks. But then you always remember them because you're like, fucking hell, what a geezer that guy was.
You're a rare breed, aren't you?
Yeah, you're a rare breed.
I've need to get some of those on over the years, man.
Yeah, definitely. Should we
voice notes? You want to run it?
Do some voice notes. Oh yeah. So
here we go.
Before we do, we've got the cutlery pouch from Spiro in the olive green for the free giveaway, mate. So you get to pick.
You get to
the
pick
lucky
best
winner.
voice note. Is that what we're going for
again?
Best
voice note. We'll just keep that
I'll
going
play
for
it
now.
out. See what you think.
Also, I'll say.
You ready?
Yeah, I was going to say, make sure you get involved with the voice notes. We need a few more coming in.
Yeah.
I think everyone's holding back a little bit. I've had a few messages saying, "Oh, when can I send? Or where do I send a voice note?" And I send them either the link, or you can private message me on Instagram and stuff. But I think then they never do, and you think, holding back. Yeah, just let it go.
We're going to try and link it so it's a bit easier for people.
Yeah, we'll try and make it a bit easier for people. But obviously, we want to hear everyone else's funny stories. and like give them a voice.
Oh, 100%.
So yeah,
Let's
let's
play
get
this one,
involved.
see what you think.
I've also got another good story from.
Oh, you might have to play the other one first. I think that
Another.
was.
All right, let me run that. Which one would it be first? Let's try this one.
You did two.
My JAMMYJED sale would definitely be this recent winter. We managed to get out and do some pike fishing. We went to this massive big pit. This place is like an inland sea.
Oh, I shouldn't have been that one.
We were there one day, and it was a proper slow day. Not a lot happened. And I remember just reeling in on, we've been casting all day. And I was watching him fish, just chilling out. And all of a sudden I see him, he's like, just look, he moved differently. And he just sort of reeled in, put his rod down, and just sort of turned and looked at me and just started walking towards it. I went, right mate, and he went, mate, I have just seen the biggest perch ever chase my lure in. And I was like, at first, I was like, yeah, alright mate, like, there's no way, like, I just didn't believe him, we'd done seen nothing all day, and I'm thinking that's the last thing that you're going to see. And,
Big old
well, that
perch.
was it, I mean, he had that idea in his head, and that was it, there was no stopping him. he made us pack up, dragged me away from this lake, and, we were off. We managed to went back to the van, went back to the lake, caught a few minnows, and we went back to this spot where it's in this perch.
Fair play.
Alleged perch. And
You weren't having it.
we were just sitting down, I didn't want to get in his way. And sitting down, watching this float, like all of a sudden this thing's it's lifted up into this fish, and this rod's like doubled over. And I'm thinking, he has to have a pipe on there, there's no way. And he's sitting there, mate,
No way.
He's telling me, you can hear the panic in his voice, and I'm thinking, I promise you, not one bit of me was going, mate, there's no way that's a perch. But I just didn't believe it. All of a sudden, it's come up. I have absolutely rigged it. Turn around to get the net. That ain't set up. So just, literally just got back. Mate, pure meltdown. Panic is setting in. He's shouting at me, get the net. Oh, laughing like no end, mate. He's shouting at me. I'm trying to set this net up as quick as I can. Finally managed to get this thing in the net. We've turned into little schoolgirls, mate. We're jumping up and down, both taking 5 minutes looking at this fish going.
They're mad in there when they're that big.
Different gravy, mate.
Huge. And especially for me, I've caught perch as a kid and stuff like that, the little things. I've never seen anything like this thing. It was so, and when, the story behind it for me, seeing, but not believing him seeing it. And then he's like, no, that's it, we're going, I'm going to get perch, I'm going to get this floater gear.
Fair play.
That was such a buzz, man.
Just
He
a
lost
mega,
it.
mega story.
He was like, no way. Is
How
that?
the fuck have you
Like
gone
sport,
away?
it looked like an empty 4-pounder. Like, it was empty, mate. Thing's massive.
Did you weigh it?
4-pound one.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a big
We netted in a 42-inch net as well.
I've seen like biggest on the bank's three low threes. And even then, and that was at Mercer's, I was like, what is that? It just like when you catch them as kids, they're like this big, aren't they?
They're different, mate. They look like 50-pounders. Like,
They
it's
do.
weird, isn't
Like,
it?
they're just so much chunkier, big. Yeah, fair play, mate. And the fact that you've left the lake to go get the gear, to go fish for that
To
fish,
catch some little liveys and
then you went and caught that.
Yeah.
There's probably
That's
a
good.
few of them down there because they're shoal fish, aren't they?
Yeah.
Could've been a-
They
could've been
are
a-
shut. This is what I thought.
Because they say you're meant to net them and
Leave 'em and go
leave them
again.
in the net and then go
Yeah,
again. Because what they do
they'll be
is
able to
you
them.
catch them. This is what I've been told. You catch them and you put them back. They'll go straight to that shoal again.
That'd be it.
And then because they're spooked, the whole shoal spooks off.
Interesting.
Whereas if you keep them in the net for a bit, it gives you more chance of catching
Picking
the rest
them
of the
off.
shoal or a few more of the shoal, is what I've heard.
Yeah.
But yeah, mega. What's
good,
inland
man.
sea as
Yeah,
well?
yeah.
You got back to the same spot to catch that.
Yeah.
Here we go. Number one, this number two.
Right, where do I start with old Jedry?
Jedry.
Secret squirrel, as we call him. Got a good story here, to be fair. Good one here. So we was up a little guesting lake. We was doing a little stint up there together. Big missions, midweek.
weekends, just proper trying to catch them. And we ended up fishing down one end of this lake, and there's quite a few coots knocking about. And we ended up getting the rigs out, all sorted, big heavy leads on, and these coots were diving on us all day. Literally thought, I'm going to catch one soon. Turns out we end up did. Jed's rod went. I don't even think he noticed until it was too late. We reeled it in, and this poor coot was on the other end, dead. Which, you know, ain't a bad thing. They're an absolute nightmare. But yeah, we pulled it in. We were like, what are we going to do with it? Jed was like, should we eat it? And I was like, no, eat it, mate.
Hillbilly.
I'm not too sure. So we decided not to eat it, but what we done, we plucked it, sat there plucking it for like half an hour. And that was me, I was plucking it. And then we ended up, so should we eat it? No, should we eat it? No, we decided not to get against it. And he ended up taking it home, giving it to his mum. Pretty sure his mum cooked it up and then fed it to the dogs.
Didn't waste it.
At least we didn't waste it.
Fair play.
Yeah, so it's a good little story, that.
I wanted to eat it.
Definitely.
You should have just tried it.
Didn't have nothing to cook it though.
I'll tell you that.
Like
Yeah.
properly, really.
I wouldn't even know what that would taste like. Would it taste like
It'd been
game?
eating maggots off my spot as well. Like when we ended up gutting it up and that.
Maybe Maybe it would taste gamey.
Yeah,
You know,
it looks like a
like pheasant-y,
yeah.
like partridge or something. I don't know, like a gamey sort of bird. It might taste like I don't know. Like duck and that's quite gamey.
Well,
isn't
you
it?
know next time.
Yeah, I want to know. Anyone eating a coot? Let us know.
Send them in.
That is
Yeah,
wild.
that would be good to know.
Shout out to coots.
Got a couple of fishing stories, I think. Just don't want to stitch yourself up too much, to be fair. So first one I'm thinking of is we're up for a trip in in a famous area with a load of lakes about. It was really hot. It was in September, and we walked around 4 different lakes. I think we ended up doing like 40-something thousand steps that day.
Big day.
You couldn't find anything, which is mad because it was nearly 30 degrees. And then on the way back, we stumbled across, it was like a little corner of a little abandoned thing on a pathway. Had a little peek in a tree and just see a load of decent carp, a couple of smaller ones, but yeah, all 20s, 30s, 40s. And then,
Another load.
honestly, get so excited, sprint back to the van, one rod, like a little 6-foot we had to do, flipped a coin, whoever gets to fish for these fish. Luckily, I won, which is normally it's Jed, hence the name JAMMYJED. But yeah, I won, buzzed me tits off. Anyway, go up to this
Talking
thing,
about that earlier,
throw a bit of
weren't
bait in, drop it in there, and got 2 little twigs on a tree used for rod rests. And as we're about to call it a day, got the last few boilies in the pocket. I was like, oh mate, just give it 5 more minutes, just fucking throw them in, sit back down. Next thing we know, look up, that tip's bent round the corner, and we're fucking, I literally strike into it straight away. The line gets stuck on one of the twigs it's stuck on. I'm like, Jed, under this tree, tiny little gap. He comes sprinting down, trying to unclip this line from this branch. Oh, it's an absolute palaver. And as soon as he got it out, I've managed to get tension on the fish, just yank it sort of up. He scooped the net under there, and we've got this lovely, black, scaly 20-pounder. It's the smallest one there, but it's lovely, and the memories are unreal. Ripped net, shaking like fucking absolute leaves. But yeah, it was a big buzz.
Do you know how hard it is to sit on a bench and not look like an angler?
Oh yeah.
Like with a rod tucked in there, and you both just sat there like,
I bet.
oh, we just sat having a chat, you know, not people walking past.
Oh, that's a good blag.
Yeah.
But I suppose it is, yeah, because you know what you're doing. That's the thing. They don't
it's
know
all
what
in
you're
your
doing.
own. Yeah, they don't know. They just think you sat there like.
Sat there.
Yeah.
You almost want a book or something, you know? Just take like a weird book with you and just be like, oh, morning. You know what I mean?
Hello.
And then your body's like, shit. That is hairy.
Yeah.
Here we go, last one.
I've also got another good story from another little mini outing. I weren't fishing with him on this occasion, but he rang me up one afternoon like, Shavy, can you come help me bait up? And for Jed to ask for a bit of help like that, he likes doing things on his own, doing the bait ups on his own, flipping, being in the zone, no one around him kind of thing. I was like, yeah, all right, mate, yeah, I'll come give you a hand. So he's picked me up in the van, gone into his house, picked up these about 8 buckets of bait, all particle, flipping boilie, the whole works.
Anything you can find.
Yeah, absolutely everything.
And so we've gone up to this lake, and we've snuck in, and it was when you shouldn't have snuck in, put it that way.
You could fish there, though.
We snuck in,
Okay.
You could fish there. You did have sneak
he
in.
went, I said, how are you going to get it out there, Jed? There's loads. And he's like, well, I'm going to swim it out there, Charlie. Jamie.
Wild.
I was like, mate, you can't even swim, Jed. Jed, he's not very good at swimming, the boy. He's,
No joke,
he
mate.
always
No
got a
joke.
jacket handy, but yeah, so I was a bit concerned. It's like early June.
He's dangerous, boy.
But I said, go on then, mate, go for it. I said, you sure you don't want me to get in and put it on the spot? He's like, no, I'm going to get in.
Just wanted someone there to help you.
Yeah,
back
just in
up.
case it
So he's
went
got
west.
in, stripped down to his boxers. He's got in, swum these buckets of baits out.
Life
bucket of
jacket
bait
on.
out,
Yeah,
like, a couple of
cool.
trips as well. Like, he'd come out looking blue, thought he was going to die, shaking like a shitting dog. Literally had no towel, got out, flipping, cracked the beer open, started drinking a beer. But you know, quality stuff.
Effort
honestly.
equals rewards, mate.
I thought he was a goner. Like, he'd be swimming back and he'd be swimming the wrong way back to the bank. to the left. But yeah, this kid's all for it, mate. I'm telling you, he'll do anything to catch a carp. This boy
Fair play. Love it.
cracks me up. He never surprises me. The boy, I'll tell you that for free. He never surprises me. There's always some mad little idea. But, yeah, and I think he went in that swim after, and I'm pretty sure he flipping had it off, if I remember rightly.
Did it?
Yeah.
It did work. It did work.
Fair play.
Do you know what was really funny about that story? 2 days later, the bailiff spoke to me and said, "Oh, you can just go out on the boat if you want."
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so I've just done all that for no reason.
That's
Fucking
hilarious.
idiot.
Oh, fucking hell. Good effort, though.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It worked, though.
And the fact that you don't swim, but you're still willing to put yourself
Yeah,
through
just put a
that.
life jacket on and get out there. It's hell, mate.
I bet it was
It's
cold.
terrible.
Cold as cold than you think as well, no matter
It
what time
made
of
June,
year.
it was still cold.
Yeah, it will
Still
be, yeah.
cold.
Yeah,
Lake
mate.
was actually shut for spawning, that's why we snuck in.
Freshwater swimming, mate, it does take your breath away, even in the summer months. Like, You know what I mean? It's cold, especially those deeper lakes. That's fucking funny, mate. Some good stories there.
Who's the winner?
It's got to be Shavy, that last one, isn't it?
Yeah,
Buckets,
that is good. That's a good story, mate. The swimming out, that's fucking legendary. Yeah, so well done, mate. What's his name?
Shavy.
Shaving.
Well
done, mate.
Well done, mate.
Yeah.
On the old pouch. Going back to like your, you know, you obviously your mates talking about guesting a lot, and like, that sort of buzz that you get from it. Have you had any like mad stories from like hairy moments? You said about sitting on the bench and you were trying to disguise yourself.
There's
Had any
loads.
funny old stories of like getting caught or getting?
We've been caught by the
Any
police
trouble?
a few times and
Yeah.
that, but a lot of the time when the police turn up, they're like,
They're all right.
have I really been called here for this? Like, you just
Oh,
fishing.
really?
Like, as long as you're polite,
Yeah.
like, if someone's rude to you, there's only so much you're going to take before you're rude back. But yeah, that's it really. Just be polite about things.
But you're not harming anything, are you? You're not doing
Nah,
anything.
if anything,
really...
they go back better than what they come out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? A lot of the time in them wild lakes, like there's a load of branches or whatever, and they've cut themselves up. You treat them up and they go back. I mean, you're still putting a hook in them, but
Yeah.
I'm not killing them.
No.
It's just fishing, isn't it?
Yeah. Fair play. Like you say, you're not doing any harm, are you? The police ain't going to see you as doing any harm. You're just
No. just a couple of
sometimes,
kids
mate, might
fishing.
be trespassing, but
Trespassing.
yeah,
who
I don't know.
cares? I'm not in someone's back garden, am I?
No, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not in someone's back garden.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
nothing like stands out to like
Nah.
proper.
No, not really, mate. Not.
Just-
I've been chased off loads of times, mate.
I suppose that just adds to the
Endless.
buzz, doesn't it?
Yeah. No, not that I can think, mate.
Yeah, fair play.
Or you can mention on the podcast.
Or you can mention the podcast. Yeah, I suppose that's it as well.
Yeah.
No, some good stories there, mate. Obviously, I'd love to talk about Burfield, but we're gonna hold
leave
fire on that.
Yeah.
I definitely want to get you back and talk about that.
Once it's
Hopefully,
done.
once it's done, mate.
Yeah.
Because you've been doing well. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
And it's been going
£80
well.
brace.
Yeah. Well, you
Good
said it.
top.
I didn't want to
Good
say
top.
it, mate. You said it.
No,
£80
but yeah,
brace.
I also am fully aware that won't last forever.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They'll soon move on, and then
Yeah.
I'll get the reality of it.
Yeah. But you started well,
It's
and
right.
fucking
Yeah.
80-pound brace is nothing to be
No, not at all.
sniffed.
Not
Well,
at all.
yeah, you've done well, mate. So hopefully that keeps going, and we can get you back on, and we can talk about that
Yeah, definitely.
later this year or early next
Sunday.
year or something. Yeah, after Sunday, mate. Come on the big
I'm so
common.
full of shit.
Mate, you got to, mate. Fuck that. I'm a big believer in that.
Visualise it,
Yeah,
see
you
it,
got to tell
you know?
yourself these things.
Yeah,
haven't you?
amount of times we've spoke about it before, but like you talk them onto the bank. Have you ever done that?
100%. Yeah,
I
yeah.
spoke fish on the bank. We've like we were talking about a fish, and my mate who had his rods out. I've just gone down to see him talking about a fish. That
it is.
night he'll catch it.
Yeah,
I've had that many a times. It's mad. So yeah, you're gonna catch the big common
yeah.
on
BC,
Sunday.
here we go.
Here we go.
Gets you down the motorway, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Thinking about
Oh
it.
yeah, that's the thing. You need the buzz for the miles you do. 'Cause you're doing a fair old. You're going straight now, aren't you?
Yeah, straight from here.
Straight from here till Monday or Sunday.
Nice.
Sunday.
Fair
Okay.
play, mate. Well, good luck,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Yeah.
thanks for coming on. Don't forget to take your mug.
Yeah.
And we'll get you back on for that
Definitely.
later date.
Yeah, cheers.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
bro.
Lovely.
Nice one.
Sweet.
Nice one, mate.